Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining me today for another Twilight Zone video in my Twilight Zone ranking series, where I rank every episode of the original Twilight Zone from my least favorite to my favorite. Today I'm going to be talking about number 29, The Hitch-Hiker, written by Rod Serling, based on a radio play by Lucille Fletcher. This episode was directed by Alvin Ganzer. This is a season 1 episode, and as always there will be spoilers. So, another day, another season 1 classic in my opinion. The Hitch-Hiker is a very strong, suspenseful and horror-themed Twilight Zone episode, I would say. Inger Stevens gives a strong performance as Nan Adams, and the supporting cast is fine. I found most of the supporting characters to be interesting as well. So I really found this episode to be very well paced, and I like how it was kind of a slow build to it until we get to the very memorable twist ending. So this episode starts with a woman named Nan Adams who's on a trip going to LA, and she gets a flat tire causing her to skid off the road. So a mechanic comes and changes. He gives her a spare tire, and he's really surprised she's okay. She goes into town to get a new tire when she notices a creepy man who's hitchhiking. As Nan is ready to get back on the road, she leaves the town and sees the hitchhiker again. So she continues nervously to drive and continues to see this hitchhiker pop up. So Nan is getting more and more worried now, which is totally understandable. And we get a creepy scene at railroad tracks where there's a train and Nan can see the hitchhiker kind of waiting for her on the other side. It's almost like he's calling to her in a way. So Nan tries to pick up the pace, but no matter where she is, this hitchhiker is there, and Nan is now convinced she is in great danger, and this whole thing is very eerie. So eventually Nan picks up a sailor to help protect her from the hitchhiker. I guess she feels like there's safety in numbers. So the two chat, and eventually Nan sees the hitchhiker again. She tries to run him over. Of course, the sailor doesn't see him, doesn't understand what she's doing, and now he leaves as he's freaked out by Nan, as he thinks she might be losing it a bit. So eventually we get to the big twist ending where Nan stops to call her mother and finds out that her mother is upset because Nan passed away from the accident. So Nan realizes she's been a goner since the accident, and that the hitchhiker is like some form of death waiting or calling on her and waiting for her to realize and accept what has happened. This concept is very interesting and also very creepy at the same time. So now realizing what has happened, Nan looks in the car mirror one last time and sees the hitchhiker again. So I just feel like this episode is well done and suspenseful and very creepy. The whole episode is just kind of haunting. I was invested in Nan's story the whole time, and the idea of someone following a person everywhere is really scary, and I thought it was executed really well. The episode is just very suspenseful and very strong all the way through, in my opinion. This episode also has excellent cinematography and music, and it's just very memorable, especially the ending. So overall for me, The Hitchhiker comes in at number 29 on the list. As always, feel free to let me know if you like this episode, The Hitchhiker, or not. Thanks very much for your support, and thanks for watching.